Let's talk about the Fifth Amendment, because the same people screaming due process at the border are the same people who helped create the chaos they're now hiding behind. And no, you don't need a conspiracy, you need eyeballs. You watched what was happening: boats hitting the California shoreline, young men running inland. And then you had the people in charge looking straight into the camera and saying, the border is secure. That wasn't leadership, that was gaslighting. Now, here's what the Fifth Amendment actually is: it's not a vibes amendment, it's a rules amendment. It's the Constitution saying the government has to follow a predictable, fair process before it takes your life, liberty, or property. And one of the biggest parts of that is due process, a fair hearing, repeatable rules. The government has to show its work. That's the point. But here's the scam: they act like due process means enforcement is impossible. No, due process doesn't mean never. It means do it the right way. And when someone crosses illegally and gets caught quickly, the system can move faster. Facts are fresh. Identity is easier. The process is more streamlined. But when an administration turns a blind eye and lets people disappear into the interior, everything gets harder. Not because the Constitution changed, because time changed. Time gives you distance. Time gives you confusion. Time gives you paperwork. Time gives you claims. Time gives you hearings. Time gives you appeals. Time gives you the ability to build a whole new storyline. And then they point at the mess they created and say, sorry, due process. That's not compassion. That's strategy. And while we're here, let's talk about the part nobody wants to say out loud. Time also gives you anchor baby politics. Because pregnancy takes time. And if you can disappear long enough, you can create a new emotional shield. A US-born child. And let's be clear, a US-born child doesn't automatically legalize the parents. The baby's status and the parents' status are separate. But in the real world, it changes the pressure. It changes the headlines. It changes the talking points. It becomes, how dare you enforce the law? Look at the child. So the delay becomes leverage. Now let's zoom out, because this is the hypocrisy. The Fifth Amendment is supposed to protect people from arbitrary government power. It's a shield against the state. But the protest crowd uses it like a weapon against enforcement. They don't want fair process. They want endless process. They want a system where crossing illegally is step one, disappearing is step two, and then the government is told it can't clean up the mess because feelings. And if you're watching this thinking, so what's the answer? It's simple. Enforce the law early. Do it with procedure. Do it with accountability. And stop rewarding delay, because due process isn't the problem. Weaponized delay is. Now here's the pivot. With Trump in office, when they say the border is secure, I believe it. Because under Trump, secure doesn't mean a press conference. It means consequences. It means enforcement. It means the adults are back in charge. But Trump's not just securing the border. He's cleaning up the mess Biden left behind. And that means dealing with the due process scam artists who are trying to turn the Constitution into a loophole, not to protect rights, to protect delay. So don't let them sell you the fairy tale. The Fifth Amendment is a shield against government abuse. It's not a cheat code for illegal entry. And the faster we stop rewarding disappearance, the faster this country gets back on track.